are you? We always need to know how you guys are before we need to worry about me. So good evening. It's a Thursday. It's 7:30 in the evening, UK time. If you're watching us on the previous stream, thank you. Thanks for watching the playback and good to see you here. And if you're watching the live, welcome. Welcome to our little evening on a Thursday show. Oh dear, what a week. It's been a very, very busy week yet again. But we're here tonight to all have a chat together. So if there's anything you want to ask me, keep it clean. It's a family channel. So, hi JBM, how are you? Good to see you on here. Hi Trains, how are you? All the gang's in. Hope you're all been okay. Next weather update, oh dear. I'll try not. It's been a wet one, total wet one, all week. I took a bit of a risk last weekend. We nipped out in between showers, and yeah, today I gave up. But today we had one of our little special ones today that I've kind of been holding off for bad weather. So just as well, because it's still raining. I've just got back in from the old dog walk, and yeah, it's that kind of, I suppose, light rain, but it's yeah, it's just constant and sort of irritates you. So, but yeah, one of them weeks. But we plod on, we plod along. So how's everyone been? Car update. Don't weeks fly by? Hi, Big Gaz, how are you? Good to see all these people coming in. Car update. Was I talking about the car? Don't know, I can't remember now. You'll have to remind me, JBM. Yeah, I did. The old car went in for a service. Luckily, I have a company car, so luckily I don't have to do too much, apart from stick fuel in it. But oh, and pay the tax. And where would we be in the UK without any tax? Hey. But yeah, it's they done a few repairs, got the old service done, and there was a bit of arguing about another repair, but we won't discuss that on here. So, but yeah, that's all done. That's all ready to go again, so I can bung some more miles on. And unfortunately, my job, I have to travel about a bit, so it doesn't seem to take too long. Now, little topic I wanted to throw in amongst any other stuff we rabbit on about tonight is I was looking at vintage toys today. And I just wondered whether there's any particular toys you had from your childhood that you remember, or that you want to chat about, or anything like that. Any or like models that you built or stuff like that. So that's kind of the topic we will discuss tonight. Hi Nate McHugh, how are you? Hi Metal, how are you? Good to see you all. All these people popping in, look at it. So we'll have a quick natter about the filming we've done this week, just in case there's anything anyone wants to. Tonka Toys, I remember them. I used to have, no, I think a friend of mine had the big yellow dumper truck, which I think that was standard, that one. So, but I had some kind of like a JCB kind of digger thing. I remember that as a kid. How far away are you from Great Yarmouth or Felixstowe? Great Yarmouth, I'm up there tomorrow. Great Yarmouth's about half an hour, I suppose, with the endless roadworks that is Norfolk at the moment. So, and Felixstowe, that's a bit further. I'd say about an hour and a half as I guess. Great Yarmouth's nearer to me though, JBM. So, and like I said, I'm actually there all day tomorrow because I've got work meetings there tomorrow. And I had the dump truck. Oh, the dump truck, that was the one to have. That was the king one to have. I remember playing that in the garden and filling it up with soil and dumping it somewhere else. And then you dumped it where your mum didn't want it put. So then you got told off again. I'm doing Felixstowe Sunday and Great Yarmouth Monday. I'll check my calendar, JBM. I might be. I ain't got my work phone with me, unfortunately. Yeah, leave that with me, and I might drop you a line. I might be able. Or I'll have to be perhaps in the afternoon, because I think I'm a bit chocker with meetings Monday. But leave it with me. I'll see what my work calendar is. So last weekend we risked the rain and we headed out to Heacham. Now, Heacham, I had been asked off a few viewers to go and film, and it's kind of been on my list, and I was going to do it about nearly a month ago, and then my whole day, and I got to Kings Lynn, and it absolutely poured the rain and didn't stop. So we had to axe the Heacham video then, but we got it done last weekend, and that was quite good. And there was a couple of other little bits I wanted to film, and I just want to... we'll perhaps pop down there, but I think we'll wait until the weather picks up. So, but yeah, really good, really interesting. Again, it's one of them places, because I lived not far away from there when I grew up, kind of. So, so I had sort of been there, but I wouldn't say I know it 100%. So, and it's one of them you kind of drive through. So yeah, so that was H&M. Really nice, pleasant people there, and good to see. Kind of bits in the town have either been repurposed, but they've kept the old architecture there, which is what we was looking for. Can you do what on Fakenham? Fakenham I definitely can. I've still got to do Fakenham myself yet at some point. So Fakenham is on my list. I'm kind of working round. But yeah, I suppose Watton isn't too far. Well, I can do either of them. To be honest, JBM, they're not, both of them ain't that far away from me. I don't know, at the most, maybe 40 minutes. They are rated as the two worst places in Norfolk. Should I dare comment on it? All I'll say is, I went Fakenham way Saturday when I was heading to Heacham, and I did have a bit of a boy racer who did upset a few drivers in front of me when I was driving there, because I had to kind of go to Fakenham and then I sort of shot off. So, but yeah, never actually been in Fakenham. I don't, all the bloody years I've been there, I don't think I've ever actually been into Fakenham. So, Watton, again, I've been through it lots of times. I wouldn't particularly say I know it that well. It seems to be one long street off the top of my head, or it seems that way when you're driving anyway. So, but there. Mr. Burritom, how are you? Good to see you on here. I'm not sure whether I've got that right, but yeah. I think I could name a few more places a bit worse than them two, old JBM. Surely Durham was on the top one. I don't comment on that, so if I didn't have a YouTube channel, I might do, but can you do save fund on sea? Can't, not at the moment. I can't now. Unfortunately, I've got too much work going on at the moment to kind of get this. So, so now Saveend's a bit kind of at my patch at the moment. I have been down there a few times for work. So, oh, I live there. Right, so that was Heacham. Yeah, so yeah, nice place. I did like to cover where the railway bit was. I'm pretty certain I was kind of right, but I'm sure some top people will steer me in the right direction there. Now, I'm tempted to see how much that is to have the night in that old carriage accommodation. So that'd be good. I'll have to see how much it is. I don't think the missus is interested now in staying there, but I did mention it, and that she didn't think that was her sort of thing. So I might have to do it on my own, but I'm tempted to try that. So anyway, we moved through the week, and obviously today, on our little lunchtime video, we headed out to one that I've kind of had on my list for over a year, and I've been meaning to do it. And today I thought, how the weather's been, really crap, I thought today's the day. So today we went to we visited back to Wroxham to do another bit that I didn't have time to do last time I was there. And we went to Wroxham Miniatures World. So, but that was really good. It's, I wouldn't say, I don't know, I suppose that's perhaps the going price, I guess, for going in these places. But there was a little bit of me, I thought, was perhaps a little little bit dear. Not over the top dear, but I thought it was a little bit. So, but really wonderful place. Unfortunately, I'd like to have had longer and longer there, but I didn't have the time. That's one of them places. Just that's one of them things, you know, especially if you as a child, because I so had model trains and everything, and I thought walking around there today, thinking how we used to do models, I thought, my God, there's a lot of fortune in money sit here. So, but yeah, but honestly, you could have spent hours and hours there. Yeah, it was really quite interesting actually to see all the different setups. Is there a shop there selling toys? I believe yes, there is. They definitely had vintage sets there, so definitely some vintage. I did see the kind of, I suppose, British Rail logoed HST1. I saw that in the box here, and I thought, oh, so yeah, that looked quite nice. Woodbridge, yeah, Woodbridge is on my list, and actually I was going to do that last weekend, and then unfortunately things changed at home, so I had to go do something a little bit nearer, which is why we went to Heacham. But Woodbridge is on the list to do, so we will slowly get round there. I have been kind of through Woodbridge. Orford, yeah, again, that's kind of on the list. Chippy Hunt, I was very close to that today, but unfortunately I had to work calls, so that ruined that. So we might do something the weekend on the old chippy front. So I want to kind of get that in the video. I keep getting a longer and longer list of chippies to do. So I know I keep saying this every bloody week, and then something else happens. There's bits of me I'll be glad when I got an oldie. Then you get left alone. But yeah, I suppose as a YouTuber, you kind of get conscious, and Sizewell, that's on the list. I've been asked of quite a few people to do Sizewell. I used to spend quite a bit of time around there. So I have kind of been up to the Stoke, 'cause that's quite stony, I think, off the top of my head. So there used to be a massive toy shop and railway on the old Snetterton Market. I wonder if they moved that. Yeah, it makes you wonder, because I don't think there is a Snetterton Market now, is it? So Dunwich, that one I've already done. Hi Arctic, how are you? I just discovered the message. Spread through. Oh, okay, yeah, not heard of that one. But yeah, JBM, yeah, Dunwich I've already done, mate. That video's already made. I did that last year. We had a good walk around there and a walk around the old ruins and church in it. So that's all wrapped up and done. So, but you can look back in the old playlist. I think you'll find it also in my towns and villages collection. So, but yeah, Dunwich, good place to go, mate. If you haven't been, very interesting. You can easily waste a day there, mate, because there's a few walks and that kind of thing there as well. Holt is on the list of. I've not done in Holt. I've done the railway there. I think that was one of my first big outings I ever did on my channel, which was the Holt to Sheringham line. If you get to do it, really do it, because it's a Potley line, I think it is. Really good. Same, I just discovered it. Oh, right, okay. Got a new video releasing soon. Get in there, trains. Oh, Boston. Yeah, I do want to do stuff in Spalding. I've not done Boston yet. Kind of Spalding, Lincolnshire, and other bits and pieces up there I do want to do. I'm kind of just waiting for the weather to get a little bit better, and then we can do a few more. But yeah, Boston's kind of on the list. I've not been there for a long time. So, but yeah, not too far up. Wisbeach, yes, I go there nearly every other week. That's kind of around. Not too far away from where my parents are. So yeah, Wisbeach we know well. I have got to do Wisbeach, yeah. So, anyways, how was your day? Mine was not too bad. So Peterborough, yeah, that's on my list. I'll be doing Peterborough at some point this year. I think we'll have to do that in several segments, because there's quite a lot in Peterborough to do. So yes, it's on the list. I know I keep saying this, and I think people are getting paid off saying he's going to these places. It's just, if I didn't have to work, I'd get round. Corby, that's a bit far out for me, that one. So I'll leave that one for you, JBM. Northampton, not really been there. It's a possible, but it's quite a way out for me at the moment. So unfortunately, I have to keep squeezing in everything around work. So anyway, so yes, so we went to Wroxham and to the miniature world, and that was really great. If you get a chance to go. Food price is not too bad there. I couldn't quite capture the signs because there was a lot of staff and all that about, and it was quite busy today. It was my fault. I picked the wrong week knowing that the schools are off. So it was really busy in there today. But the food, kind of average price. It's not too bad. So there is a little cafe area and bit there. You can get little bits and pieces. So like I said, there is a kind of a bit of a toy shop kind of bit there. Hi Archie, how are you? Good to see you pop in. Don't forget, guys, if you're watching on the old phones, give us a little tap on that old screen. Get us a few likes and shares, and that's really good of you. But yeah, really good to go. How am I? How are you? Yeah, I'm going okay, mate. I'm hanging in there. We're hanging in there. So yeah, I could do it for a break. Really, I've not actually had particularly any time off since Christmas. So there used to be a nice chip beyond the bridge at Hoverton Rocks. I've seen one chippy there. I know what you mean. So we used to go where the boats are. They used to be, was it called the Wherryman? They used to be like a restaurant kind of cafe sort of there, but I've noticed I think that's shut now. So I know I'm perhaps going back a few years now. So, but yeah. So that was Miniature World. Like I said, it was about food pence short of 14 quid to get in there. So, but there is a lot of stuff in there. To be fair, there's a lot of money's worth in that place. So yeah, definitely worth a visit. So I love the chippy. Yes, so do I. Not been there for quite a while. Unknown. Who's unknown? On the river, saw Daley Thompson in there. Wow. Yeah, I've not seen too many celebs for a while. Not since I was I don't think not since I've been in London. So when you get a website, I'll get a website, mate, when I'm starting to make some money out of it. So because at the moment I'm still not actually getting anything. So and websites cost money. So at the moment, I'm kind of still rather trying to build my subscriber count up first. You look handsome. Thank you very much. I don't do bad for an old one, do I? Not got much planned. Weekend, not sure what we're doing yet. If I do go and do any filming, it'll have to be on a Sunday. But I'm also well, it's weather dependent. So when do you do in Portsmouth? Yeah, that's a long way for me, that one. So I've been to Portsmouth once, but not kind of in the city, town, wherever it is. I went there once, I think, when I was a teenager. So but yeah, so it's a lot on. There's a lot to do, a lot to cover this year. So, and obviously we're definitely at the UK in June, and obviously the young gentleman on there who I believe we're going to Duxford together at some point this year. So actually, I drove past Duxford last night. So you kind of look that way and you think, oh, I've been to Portsmouth. Yeah, I think I've only been to Portsmouth once. So, and like I said, I was a kind of late teenager then. So, hi Victoria, how are you? Nice to see you pop in. You sound so familiar, but I can't remember who you remind me of. Oh, right. Is there anyone famous with money? If it is, get him to sponsor my channel. Got to go train. All right, mate, you take care. Have a good trip and safe trip, JBM. So, There are so many places to visit in Norfolk and Suffolk without going further afield. Yes, there's still lots and lots I want to do. I don't particularly want to make the channel all about Norfolk and that, but especially when the weather's crap, it's just a bit, bit easier, isn't it? But I have got a list of bits I want to. We've got some more museums and that to go to yet. I spotted another new one. It's funny how when you're doing this YouTube and you actually, even though you've lived in this county your entire life, and you suddenly spot you find these things that you never knew were here. So, but yeah, we are going to do some bits further afield, but we're still doing our venturing out slowly. Sing Bungay, yes, that's on the list. Wasn't actually that long ago I was going to do that. Framlingham Castle we got coming. That one I'm just kind of waiting for the weather to clear up a little bit. So I ran out of time last year to do it, but that one's definitely on the cards for this year. Definitely. Framlingham Castle will be done before I go away in June. So, you okay? I don't know you. I didn't know you were British. Yes, I'm very British. I'm very Norfolk. Going to York soon. Oh, right. Railway Museum. Oh, not jealous at all. No, I've been hinting about that to the family, but no one seems to want to go. I've been there twice. I went, I think, with a school when I was at junior school. And I think my parents took me there as well. Absolutely love Railway Museum. I could be there all day, all week. I'd love to. I really love to go and film there. No doubt it's been YouTubed a million times, but yeah, I'd love to go back there. I'm going to go to Scotland soon. Oh, that's good. Yeah, I've not been to Scotland. I think I went there last in 2021. We had a week in Edinburgh. So I'd been before, but obviously the family hadn't. So we went round the old good bits again, round Holyrood and the castle and the vaults. We did. That was quite interesting. So shame I wasn't doing YouTube then, but there we go. That's one little regret. I should have started this a long time ago. But there, Bressingham. Again, metal, that is on the list to do this year. I'm very close to doing it last year, and again, as usual, I bloody ran out of time. But that will definitely be done this year. I've got my camera ready and my Samsung one. Yep. Yeah, I have a few different cameras. I've still got I've got a new kind. Well, my wife's got a new camera, but I get to use it. But I still keep meaning to set it up because we've got an Insta360 that I need to try, and I've been meaning to set it up, I think, for about 2 months now, and I still ain't done it. And I've got to do it before we go away in June, because I need it ready to go then. So, but yeah. But I just generally shoot on phones. I'm not as rich as these big YouTubers who have about 1 million tons of kit. So I only have the basics. But I don't do anything, as people will see if they've been bored watching the stuff on my channel. I only do the basics, and that's all I need. We keep it low level. That's just enough for my age. So, but to be honest, if you are doing this, you don't particularly need lots of kit. I'm pretty certain. I don't sit there. Now, I'm only going to go on my opinion, but when I'm looking at other people's videos, and I do watch YouTube a lot, I perhaps watch that more than anything, I don't sit there thinking, oh, well, they didn't do that in 4K, did they? One, I think it's great, anyone who starts a channel anyway. So I think if you want to do that, bloody go for it. And I think you're brave to do it. And yeah, good on you. So yeah, it's good to get out and do it. So, and two, you don't need all the best end kit. I'm sure you'll watch a trillion bloody videos, no doubt, conveniently with affiliate links, to watch, to tell you what kit you ought to be using, and sodom, I don't. I can tell you now, most of the filming I do is on my iPhone. The bulk of it is on the iPhone. There'll be some shots I do which are on my Pixel 9, but I don't have any particularly latest phones at all, mainly because I haven't got the money for them. So, but I just do it on that. So I rode on the Gallopers for the first time at the age of 56. Oh dear, don't blame you. Firstford we're doing this year. I think I might have said that on air before. So I'm not going. I'm not going. You know. But for any new people on it, yeah, Firstford we're going. I don't think it's actually up and running properly till April. So, but once it's kind of open and the kids are all at school out of the way, then yeah, we're gonna go and do Firstford. Again, I wanted to do it last year, and unfortunately, I ran out of time. I did think about doing the winter bit, but um, but that's quite a bit of money to go through. So, but yes, Firstford's coming this year as well. I went to Bob and Jar for my school trip. I think Bob and Jar. I forgot the very good names. That's good. Yeah, and you do. Well, I don't know what junior school's like now because obviously I'm old. But when I was when I grew up, which would have been the 70s and 80s, we used to do a lot of these trips, and actually some of the places were quite interesting. So my black camera's a G101 megapixel. Okay, yes, get in. So that's what we like to see. But like you said, you don't need all this. Yes, I'm sure it's great if you can afford all these DJI stuffs and that. To be honest, about 6 months into me start my channel, someone did buy me, family, a DJI Osmo 6. Hi Maria, how are you? Do you like links? As in what links? Not malware links. No, we don't like them. Yeah. So someone did get me the DJI Osmo 6. So, but it's yeah, it was okay. I was out filming one day, started having some Bluetooth issues with it. So I can see some good parts with it, but just ended up being such a pain when you was out filming. I'm sure it's good for some particular kinds of work, but for particularly the kind of filming I do, I just end up finding it being a pain. So it's just a selfie stick for me. It does a lot more, plenty for what I need to do, and obviously iPhone wraps up the rest. So, but yeah, old man. Yes, I'm quite old. So if this is not what you want to see, there's lots of other channels to you. Honestly, Pepper. Hi, how are you? Right, let me finish this tea because this is we're getting there. Well, we seem to have a few flick in and out. Hi, good. Yes, I'm not too bad. How are you? Good to see you on it. My name is Pepper. So how are you, Pepper? Good to see people flowing in and out of the channel. Like I said, for new people on here, we do this every Thursday, UK time in the evening at 7:30. 30. But yeah, so I'm not sure where we're going to end up this weekend. Obviously, you'll find out when I release the video. But yeah, I'll like I say, sometimes I'll let you know where we're going, and sometimes we'll do intros on the old YouTube shorts. So, but yes. Right, any more for any more? Like to say, the topic tonight was what toys you had when you was a child, and any vintage things, or any kind of sort of model kits and that kind of thing you used to do. I'd love to know. And it really sprang to mind when I went round. What's this? A fun adventure. Hi, how are you? Yeah, it kind of sprung to me today when we was going around the old miniatures world today. Shout out, please. Have a fun adventure. Hi, how are you? Nice little shout out for you. Get in. Airfix, yes. Now, my brother was perhaps more into Airfix than I was. I did one or two. I can remember having a Harrier jump jet. I did that as Airfix. But my brother used to have loads and loads of models. And I can remember him getting really angry with me when I'd pick these models up and, try and hunt around and fly them and that. Because I remember I think he had a Wellington bomber, I think. So, and he used to get quite angry when I picked that up because I was quite big. But being the younger brother, I could get away with it. So, my Samsung was a big quartz date with. Okay. Obviously, a bit more advanced than I use, and I just stick with my phones. That's plenty. So, at the end of the day, I'm doing a lot of stuff where you're having to do lots of stuff quickly, and it's I just find it a lot easier, to be honest. I was crap at painting them. Yeah, he. I wouldn't say he perhaps was artist of the year. He wasn't too bad, but I've seen some of these people who are really good at. They got way more patience than I have. I I wouldn't have the patience to do it, but yeah, certainly remember. I don't know whether they're still. I suppose people still do these models. I guess. I think when I went into a shop before, maybe before Christmas, but I did see they're not cheap now, are they? They're quite well, I suppose everything's expensive now, isn't it? So my first toy was a black camera. I just told you, I don't know it was a camera, but I thought it was a toy. All right, well, that's good. Yep, yep, that's just good to know. What, like I said, as I was saying, going through the miniatures world today, and we got to the Star Wars section, like the original toy Star Wars bits, and I can remember having a few bits of that. You'd loved more and more, but obviously, Mum and Dad only got so much budget, and that stuff was really expensive even then. So, but yeah, that was just good to reminisce, look at some of the old toys, and yeah, great channel. I will try, fun adventure, I will try. We keep plodding along. hoping to get some subscribers, but like I said, anyone who does subscribe, I'll always subscribe back. Or if you want or if you need me to subscribe to you, let me know. I'm more than happy to oblige. I do find I don't know whether it's just down to people or what. I do find there's a lot of people out there who want subscribers, and and then when you do it, they never do the courtesy back again. Now, I can understand if you don't particularly run a channel, fair enough. But when you got people who are running public channels and all, and they can't be bothered to do it back to you, I just find it a bit rude. But there we go. That's life. So, but yes, this year, lots more to come. Like I said, we're out the UK in June, and already I've got an adventure booked for next January. So I'll be bringing that. That's a whole week away as well, but that one's in the UK. So, but more details to come later on. Can you please do game and vids, please? Look, Roblox. I'm going to have to decline because I don't do gaming, I'm afraid. So I literally, when I've heard of Roblox, but yeah, I wouldn't. I would not have a clue, mate. I'm a bit old, I'm afraid. I hope he does. So I need all the love I can get. Do you think he'd subscribe to my channel? Oh dear. Right. Okay. So, any more questions for any more? We'll perhaps do another 1 or 2 more minutes. Hi, Lily. I don't know whether I missed you. Sorry about that. My dog died. Really sorry to hear that. I've been there before with a dog going, so it's not nice. But yeah, send my hugs to you, and hope you'll be okay. So, Meccano, yes, I can remember. I think we had some second-hand Meccano when I was a youngster. I remember playing that, and I can remember the really little small bolts and nuts on them. That was I could definitely remember that. So yeah, good one, Metal. I remember that. Totally remember that. So right, any more? Do you believe in Judgment Day? I've no idea, really. Never thought about it, to be honest. So, are we getting close to it? So, oh dear. Right, okay. I will leave you all guys in peace. We've done our half hour for Thursday. We've got slightly over, so I've earned a little bit of overtime. Right, I will leave you all in peace. If you have subbed, thank you very much. It means the world to me. It really does. If there is, don't forget, if you look through the comments, there's lots of people who run their own channels, so all give them a comment as well. So, oh wait, I forgot I had another camera. My other camera's a Codex. All right, yeah. See, I don't have any actual cameras. So, well, I suppose apart from that Insta360, I haven't even used that yet. So, but yeah. Take care. Hopefully see you soon. Yes, take care, Metal. Thank you to everyone who's popped in and said hello, passed through, give a wave. have a wonderful rest of your week. Have a really relaxing weekend if you can, if you're not working. I've worked before on weekends, so I know what it's like. But yeah, take it easy. Like I said, if you're watching this on the old playback, thanks for watching. If you can give me a subscribe, that'll be really good. It's free of charge, and that's all I ask for. Are you ending? Yes, I'm finishing for tonight. We will be back here next Thursday, as we normally are, UK time, 7:30 at night. Outside of that, you can always catch my videos, or you can always drop me a line. My contact details are in the channel. You can always drop me an email or anything else that you want to do. Yep, see you later, trains. Have fun. And I will see you guys very soon. So take care, be good to yourselves, be good to everyone else, and I will see you very soon.